Good evening, everyone. Welcome to live coverage of NWAC basketball. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick. It's my partner, Duke Wood. We're here at the DeVries Activity Center for the games between Big Bend and Wenatchee Valley College. Duke, the Lady Vikings are up first. They're mired in a 4-game skid. They're 1 game out of the cellar in the conference standings. They've got a tough opponent here tonight in the 5-0 Knights. You had a chance to talk to Coach Wilkes a couple minutes ago. What do they got to do to get a win here tonight and keep things moving in the right direction?
You know, I did. I had a few minutes here to talk to Coach Wilkes tonight about the ladies and what he had to say about Wenatchee, and this is what he had to say.
Tonight, Coach, you have a tough test in the Wenatchee Valley College Knights. How do you plan on slowing them down tonight?
Well, you know, they are a great team, and they are pretty good at scoring. They're one of the top scoring teams in the NWAC, but you know, we put together a good defensive scheme tonight. We feel like it starts with defense, and it's going to be defense that gets it done tonight. So we'll kind of let you guys see how it unfolds tonight, what our scheme is, but we're hoping that what we've put together will be able to slow them down tonight.
Okay, the other thing is you guys just came off a tough loss to Walla Walla, at Walla Walla. And, you know, the shooting woes seem to continue where you take a quarter off. You hope to plan that change that around tonight a little bit.
Yeah, you know, we told the ladies in the locker room that, you know, we're 1 quarter away from being the best team in the East region. That's what I really believe. Every one of our games, you know, we pretty much won them except for 1 quarter. And, you know, if we can solve that problem, you know, I feel like we're the best team. And so, yeah, we're going to try to do that tonight, try to play all 4 quarters and make sure we score in all 4 quarters tonight.
Okay, thank you for your time, Coach. And we'll see how the Lady Vikings do tonight, and we're going to send it back up to Bob.
All right, Duke. So, yeah, it looks like a tough opponent here tonight for the Lady Vikings as they, again, trying to snap a 4-game skid and get back into, you know, respectability here in the conference. What do you see from the Wenatchee coach here tonight?
You know, I had a few minutes to talk to the Wenatchee coach, and, you know, Big Bend has been struggling their shooting woes the last few games, and it's something they're working on. Wenatchee is solid. You know, the Wenatchee coach mentioned Max Shelley. She's always one of their leading scorers every game, and she was concerned with Max about that. So, you know, it'll be interesting tonight to see if Big Bend can shoot the ball and if they get back in the winning column.
All right, well, we're going to see how it all shakes out, and we're going to step away for a commercial break and be back for tonight's tip. Right after this, you're watching iFiber One Sports, and it starts now.
Broadcasting live from iFiber One Communications HD studio, this is iFiber One Sports.
The 30, the 20, he could go all the way. Touchdown! Deep to center field, it's going, gone! Can you believe it? It's come down to the last few seconds. He shoots, he scores, they take the lead and the win!
Country Financial wants to know, what if you could own your future?
I mean, I would spend it with family and friends. Travel more.
Retire.
Can make decisions that aren't fear-based about money.
At Country Financial, we take the time to get to know you so we can develop a plan with insurance and financial solutions to help you take charge of where you want to be.
Have that fear removed from my mind.
To help you own your future.
To be in control of your future.
Visit ownyourfuture.com to find a local Country Financial representative today.
Okay, Duke, just about ready to get this game underway. National anthem just finishing up, so we're going to have the starting lineups here in just a second. But again, Big Bend has a little bit of a task ahead of him tonight, so definitely got to keep focus at the task at hand and try to maybe eliminate some of the turnovers that we've seen lately from him.
Yeah, that's something Preston Wilkes, also the coach of Big Bend, mentioned too, was their shooting woes and their turnovers. Wenatchee Valley, on the other hand, is 17-3. They're the #2 team in the NWAC. 2 of their losses are to #1 Lane Community College. and the other one is to number 3, Umpqua. So they're in the top 3 in the whole NWAC.
Yeah, and they had a tough outing their last game too, I think. Didn't they stumbled, got it written down here somewhere. The lights went off, kind of hard to see, but trying to figure out who they had. I know they lost their last game. I'm sorry, I thought I had it written down here, but anyhow, I know they're coming off of a loss, and both teams trying to get a W here tonight. So we're going to probably see them working real hard to accomplish that for sure.
Yeah, Wenatchee's obviously going to want to stay on top of the league and try to go to 6-0. And Big Bend wants to get back in the winning column here and get back in the race for the league title.
Yeah, and I guess I was wrong. I was looking at my boys' notes for Wenatchee. The girls, obviously, they're 5-0 in league and on a 6-game streak. So I had that information wrong. So they've been on a roll, like you said. They got a 2-game lead over Walla Walla, like you mentioned, averaging almost 70 points a game. And Big Bend giving up about 65. So we're going to see them hit their mark probably here tonight.
Oh, I would assume so. And they're so deep. Wenatchee is loaded with talent. Their leading scorer only averages 12.9 a game, and they have 5 girls almost in double figures every game.
Pretty well balanced, like you said. So that's going to be Mariah Tipping jumping at center for Big Bend, and here we go. And the Lady Vikings have it, and that's Deanna Manning with the breakaway. Can't get the bucket. Rebound, Wenatchee. They're off and running here on a fast break. Nice pass down low. Can't get the shot off. Rebound, Tipping.
Yeah, easy miss basket off the tip there. That's something they got to have if they're trying to get in the winning column.
And both players, teams actually out and running, but a little bit out of control to start the contest, so we'll see them settle in here for sure. Turnover there by Big Bend. Just tried to work it down low. Lauren Johnson up top there to Talissa Swan.
Looks like Big Bend sitting in a little bit of a zone defense.
Yeah, rotating with the ball pretty well. It was a pass down low and a drive to the hoop, no good, but a foul on the play going to go against Mariah Tipping.
Yeah, it's a good drive by Wenatchee. Looks like Big Bend is, they're coming out and aggressive. They're moving well. Looks like they're sitting in a little 2-3 zone maybe.
Drew Carlos, the line for the Knights.
So that's Drew Carlos on the line for the Knights. Going to have 2 free throws. The first one bounces up over the front of the rim and in.
Yeah, Drew Carlos, the shooter here, is the number 9 rebounder in the NWAC at 10.5 a game.
Second one falls off. Manning with the rebound, 1-0. Wenatchee, 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Max Shelley with the ball.
Looks like Wenatchee's going a little man-to-man.
Yeah, kind of pressuring them out, pushing them outside, making them maybe go with the long ball to start the game here, Duke. That's Winley with the drive, though. Pulls up on the baseline, nails a shot, but she's going to be whistled for the charge. Basket no good.
Yep. Nice penetration. Just waved the basket off on that offensive foul.
1-0. Wenatchee. Knights will inbound the ball and bring it all the way down here to the far end of the court. Treasure Farmer with the ball. And here's a move to the hoop. Kicks it back up top. 3-point shot. Adrian Horn, no good. Rebound. Treasure Farmer lets fly for 3, no good. And lots of boards early for Wenatchee.
Yeah, they are scrappy tonight, too.
We're going to have a lot of second half shots here if Big Bend doesn't box out. Left-hander from long distance, no good there by Johnson. Max Shelley with the ball for Big Bend.
Both teams starting out a little bit cold tonight.
Yeah, for sure. So probably the first one to get it lit up here are going to go on a nice little run. Still 1-0. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Deanna Manning with the ball for the Lady Vikings, trying to get something going. Max Shelley pulls up for 3. No good. She had trouble against Walla Walla, only hitting 4 of 14 shots from behind the arc.
Yeah, they have struggled shooting the ball. They were 20 for 70 at Walla Walla for 29% as a team, and that's not going to get you many wins.
No, not at all. That's not very good shooting. Hopefully they do much better here tonight. Long distance shot, no good there from Treasure Farmer. Ball goes out of bounds off of Manning.
Nice hustle by Manning, just couldn't corral it.
Yeah. Jillian Jacobs throws it in from in front of the Big Bend bench. Ball up top now, rotates back over to the Big Bend side. All the way back over here. Nice strong move and a pull-up bucket. No good by Farmer. Rebound Mackenzie Winley.
That's good D and a good rebound right there too.
1-0 still. 7 minutes left in the first quarter. And Deanna Manning with the ball for the Lady Vikings, trying to set something in motion. And Wenatchee doing a good job, like I said, keeping them out top here, Duke.
Yeah, you know, we're seeing something though by Big Bend. They're running. Looks like they're going to get a foul on Wenatchee on a hold underneath there. But look, Big Bend's taking their time and they're running some offense. They're not shooting so many shots quick off the shot clock.
Yeah, we've seen them rush a lot of shots the last few games. That time the clock got down to 4 seconds. They got a little break there on the foul. Winley with a nice left-handed roller in the paint for 2. First points on the board for Big Bend. 2-1 Lady Vikings. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pass down low, back up top now. Rotating that ball around. They're looking to get it down low.
Yeah.
Long distance shot again from Horn. That one's good.
Yes. That's Lauren Johnson with the shot.
I'm sorry. Wrong number there. Lauren Johnson.
It's these uniforms this year. They're hard to read these numbers.
They really are. But that's no excuse. I should have looked at that better. 4-2. Wenatchee, 6 minutes, 15 seconds to go.
Oh.
And there's a turnover. Little miscommunication there.
Yes, and we've seen that throughout the year by Big Bend.
Yeah, just not on the same page at times, and that's really hurt them.
And Bryn Bowers just checked in for Mariah Tipping, and she's been a bright spot for Big Bend the last couple games. The first few we've done here, she was pretty quiet, not even hardly getting off the bench.
Right, and this is pretty early to have her come in the contest, so Coach Wilkes must have liked her effort the last couple of games.
Yeah, she's putting the ball in the basket, shooting at 63%. She's one of the top in the NWAC.
4-2, Wenatchee, 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Johnson with the ball, kicks it back over here on the far side to Jacobs, all the way across court. Not a good pass there, and ball goes out of bounds. Turnover, Big Bend with the ball.
I don't think Coach Wilkes was playing there. A nice catch by him, though.
Yeah. 5 minutes, 49 seconds to go in the first quarter, 4-2. Low-scoring ball game.
I'm sure Big Bend will take that, too.
Yeah, definitely. And they're both averaging, upwards of 60. So we will see some points on the board. Shelley pulls up for 3. Off the front of the rim. Got to follow that shot a little bit.
It looked like her feet weren't quite set, too, coming off of that screen.
Yeah, she went up a little crooked, like you said. Your mishap in the stands here. Somebody fell.
I heard that. Sounded like a brick fell.
Yeah, 4-2. Wenatchee working the ball around pretty good here. 13 seconds on the shot clock. 3-point bucket again by Johnson.
Yeah, she's not just a shooter either. She's also in the top 20 in the assists for the NWAC.
Well, she's got a sweet shot there, left-handed shot. Nice roll, rotation on the ball.
Nice rotation, nice arc.
7-2, Wenatchee. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Max Shelley backs it out and resets the offense for the Lady Vikings. Looking for a screen from Manning, decides to go the other way. Pulls up for a 10-footer, no good. We got a player going to the hardwood.
It's going to be on Big Bend.
I think that's going on Sorensen. Nope, we're going to call that on Manning. Push her first. Third team foul for Big Bend.
Yeah, Deanna's aggressive. We've seen it all year, and that's how she plays. She's going to get some fouls like that.
Well, you got to let people know you're around.
Oh, yeah. She does that.
She does. 7-2. Might have got away with a walk there. Ball off the glass, no good. Rebound, Sorensen. McKenna Mitchell. Mitchell all the way across to Winley. Spin move, kicks the ball up top to Mitchell. Deanna Manning now trying to get something set up for Big Bend. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Drive to the hoop and a block on the shot by Winley. We got a jump ball.
Jump ball, yeah. You know, it looks like Big Ben's trying to take some time off the clock and everything. It's just their passes aren't real crisp, and they're kind of out of flow right here.
Yeah, I just got a couple of things they need to work on, hone a little bit better. Last week, like you said, they were rushing their shots. This week, at least, they're trying to slow them down, but they still have to find a way to get the ball in the hoop. 7-2, running Vikes behind with just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Shot no good by Rebecca Stevenson. Runs down her own rebound, puts it up no good. Rebound Shelley.
Nice defensive effort all the way around on Big Ben there.
Bounce pass over to Winley, makes a move to the hoop. All the way over to the far side. Looked like Shelley was going to take the shot, dishes off to Mitchell, and gets a nice layup there.
Nice choice right there. I thought she was going to let that fly, but she made one more pass.
7-4. Big Ben closes the gap. Ball off of Manning, good hustle. It's going to stay down on the Knight end of the floor. Shot from the corner, no good. Rebound, Bryn Bowers.
Yep, she always makes something happen when she comes in the game.
Penetration move by Shelley, dishes it back to Mitchell, and she hands the ball off to Winley, and Winley makes a move to the hoop, and she's grabbed there.
Yep. You know, I know you want to work the clock and everything out there, but you got to put a little pressure on the defense too. You know, and she did that and got a foul called.
So that'll be Shelley throwing it in from the baseline, near steal there. Mitchell comes away with it, launches an air ball from three.
Yeah, I think she rushed that. She knew she had her defender behind her, and she just let that go a little too early.
Yep.
Instead of setting herself.
Yeah, we're stuck on 7-4 here, Duke, with just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Haven't seen a bucket in a while.
It's been a quiet few minutes here.
Treasure with the ball down low. So Stevenson, we're going to have her whistle for a travel.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's, I guess Mariah Tipping's a 6-footer too. Rebecca Stevenson from Wenatchee's, they got her listed at 6 foot.
She looks like she might be a little bigger than that out there, but. Manning with the ball. Shelley now on the wing, down low to Manning. And she tries to get a shot off, and that's resisted, and a nice block there.
That's a couple now. Manning works so hard down there, and every time she gets the ball, she's small for playing a post down there, you know. She's 5'10", listed at 5'10". I don't know if she's really 5'10".
Probably the other round 5'8", but that's a good hustle there by Drew Carlos. That's her second block of the ball game.
Yes.
10 seconds on the shot clock for the Lady Vikings. McKenna Mitchell with the ball, gets it to Manning. She makes a move to the hoop, pulls up for an 8-footer, no good. Gets her own rebound, though. Good hustle.
Yep, that's what she does. That's why she's out there.
And unfortunately, a bad pass at the ankles of Winley. She couldn't grab that, and it goes out of bounds.
That happens, you know, and you work so hard to get that rebound and that extra possession, and you got to cherish it and hold that thing.
Yep. All right. Wenatchee brings the ball up court. 7-4 still. No buckets in the last 2 minutes. There's a move and a change of a pivot foot, but no call on a travel. And Shelley comes away with the ball for Big Bend. 1:47 to go in the first quarter. And another block by Wenatchee.
3 or 4?
Yeah, early already. That was Sorensen with the rejection. 19 seconds left on the shot clock for the Lady Vikings. Shelley throws it in from the baseline to Bowers. Shelley off the glass, left-handed, no good. They got a streaker down there for Wenatchee. Can't get the ball in the bucket is Jacobs.
They got to call that.
Yeah, that's great hustle there by Winley, and foul, definitely.
Take advantage of that, yeah. That's good hustle. She could have gave up on that. She had a breakaway layup, and McKenzie hustled down the floor and got the rebound.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's why you don't ever quit on a play.
Yep, I'm sure Coach Wilkes likes to see that hustle. And again, we're stuck on 7-4. It's been almost 3 minutes without a bucket here. 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Big Bend trailing, almost a moving screen, it looked like, on Manning. Ball thrown away.
Yeah, another turnover.
And here we got the Knights out running again, and that bucket's good by Carly Malcolm. 9-4, Wenatchee.
See if Big Bend can't get a bucket here and make this 9-5 at the quarter, you know.
Yeah, they got a
important possession right here.
It really is. They need a bucket here. Can't afford a turnover. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 48 on the game clock. Mitchell pulls up. Can't get that one to go. A little strong off the back, and a frustration reach and a foul against Mitchell.
Yeah.
Foul on the Vikings, number 5, McKenna Mitchell, her first.
They're right there. You know, Big Bend. Looks like Mariah Tipping's checking in for Max Shelley.
Leilani Hansen.
Oh, Leilani Hansen. Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't get the start tonight. She's usually the starter out there for Big Bend.
She is.
9-4 with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Big Bend trailing.
Oh.
Manning with a near steal. Took off running before she got the ball.
Like a football receiver, you know how they want to run before they catch it.
Yep. Well, they don't want to get hit.
Yeah, right in their hands.
Near steal, but 15 seconds on the shot clock here for Wenatchee. 26 on the game clock. 3-point attempt, no good by Jacobs. But Lonnie Hansen pushing the ball up court for Big Bend. Kicks it to the, Sorensen. Let's fly as Mitchell, no good.
Nice hustle.
Lonnie Hansen with the putback, no good. And here come the Knights. Can't get the bucket, though, and Leilani Hansen is lucky she didn't get whistles for over the back there.
Yes.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter of action. A low-scoring ball game with only 13 points on the board. Big Bend trailing 9-4. We'll be back after this commercial break.
What's white and yellow and red all over? If you said the local book telephone directory, the one with the purple sunset on the cover, then you're right. In print and online at statewideyp.com, it features up-to-date local maps, community information, and a calendar of events. With a restaurant dining guide with full local menus and a reverse directory, you're sure to find the number you're looking for. It's the best way to get the information you need. Pick up a copy of the local book today or visit statewideyp.com.
At Les Schwab, along with great prices, our tires come with the kind of protection most other places just don't give you, which includes free flat repairs, equal value replacements, pre-trip safety checks, and more for the entire life of the tire. With the other guys, well, you just never know. So why is free protection on your tires good to have?
Lifetime protection. That's our best tire value promise. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Well, Duke, this game has kind of got off to an odd start.
It has. It's been rather ugly, you know, but on the other end, if you're Big Bend, you've got 4 points in the first quarter, and the second team in the NWAC has 9.
Yeah.
So it's not all bad. You know, it might have been one of the worst quarters you've had all year, and you're only down 5 to the number 2 team in the NWAC.
Yep, so hopefully they'll get it cranked up here in the second period. Diana Manning gives it off to Mitchell. Down low to Tipping. She brings it back up to Hansen. She'll reload at the top. 8 seconds on the shot clock. They got to get it off. Mitchell for 3 gets in front of the rim, no good. Put back by Manning is.
Manning's doing what she does best. She's a rebounder.
She is scrappy. She's always around that hoop there, Duke.
Always.
9-6. Wenatchee. 9 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first half of play. Pull-up jumper is good by Hendricks or Stevenson.
Yeah, that was a nice looking shot. Little baseline pivot. She knocked that down about a 10, 12 footer.
11-6. Wenatchee. Winley with the ball. Tipping, looking for Manning. Couldn't quite get her the ball. She looked like she was breaking pretty good to the hoop there. Hansen now with the ball. Winley looking for somebody to move towards the hoop. She backs in her defender, kicks off to Manning, and another.
There they got her.
Shot up, no block on that one. That's going to draw a foul.
Yeah. You know, Manning's still fighting in there. She's had her shot blocked 3 or 4 times, and she's still taking it at her. She got a call there.
Yeah, she, like we said, she's a scrapper, and she doesn't back down.
Yep.
She doesn't back down, so she'll be shooting 2 here. And the foul went against Rebecca Stevenson, her first. Big Ben doesn't have a team foul yet?
I was just looking up there. Well, it's the start of the...
Oh, they reset them, that's right, after each quarter. I still can't get used to these new women's rules.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, it's going to be tough, too. I guess only 2 people come out of the conference, too, this year. So it's going to be tough to have a playoff team for the Lady Vikings here if they don't get her going. Hansen with the rebound on the missed shot. Can't control the ball. And
that's one of those turnovers we're talking about.
Yep, and that's Jacobs there pulling up for the 10-footers. Good, and conceivably a 4-point turnaround there for sure.
One of them little turnovers that eventually just cost you 2 points.
13.
And another one.
Yep, 13-6. Big Ben trailing, and that's gotta draw the ire of Coach Wilkes over there. He's up off the bench now, pacing.
He's going to get Max Shelley back in along with Maddie Williams. We haven't seen her tonight.
Yeah, it's the first time she's in the ball game, and she's a good little scrapper out there too. Likes to push the ball up the court, so maybe she'll get the Lady Vikings off and running. 13-6. Big Ben trailing. Bounce pass down low to Stevenson. All the way over in the corner to the Big Ben side of the court is the pass. Double team down low by Lady Vikings.
Great defense right there.
And here's a shot from 2-point range from Stevenson.
That was a great shot. She stepped out. Was that a 2 or a 3?
Yeah, her foot was on the line. They're giving that a 2, so 15-6.
Looks like we're going to have
Lady Vikings trail.
Timeout by Big Ben. It's going to be a 30.
30-second timeout. We're going to step away for a quick break and be right back. Fifteen to 6, Lady Vikings trailing here early in the second quarter. 7 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the half, and we've got an offensive foul going against Big Ben.
Nellie Kornichuk just checked in and just picked up an offensive foul.
Her first.
Nellie's a local Soap Lake student athlete.
Yeah, had a brother that was a pretty good football player there.
Yeah.
For Soap Lake. 15-6. Wenatchee, 8 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Pass down low, kicks it back up top. Now over to the far side of the Big Ben court. And a nice bounce pass down low and a bucket there from Carlos.
Yeah, that was a great look down low. Nice bounce pass.
Yeah, Carly Malcolm on the assist. Great effort there. 17-6. Wenatchee, a near turnover there, but Windley runs down the ball for Big Ben. She drives to the hoop, pulls up, bucket no good. Rebound Tipping, kicks it back out to Shelley for a 3-pointer. No good. Tipping trying to keep the ball alive, and ball goes out of bounds off of Wenatchee.
Yep, it's going to be Big Ben ball. Tipping kept that alive a couple times.
Yeah, hustle down in the paint for the Lady Vikings. Shelley throws it in off the baseline and turns the ball over. Not a very strong inbound pass.
Nope.
Wenatchee. And that's a strong move to the hoop there by Stevenson. Can't get the ball to roll in.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted to step in and take the charge.
No, not at all. That would have hurt. That was Williams with the shot from 3. She knocks it down. Maybe she'll get it going for the Lady Vikings.
Somebody's got to get something going here, and that might just do it.
Yeah, 9 points now for the Lady Vikings. They trail 17-9 with 6 minutes to go. Wenatchee with the ball. Johnson calling out a play, dishes it down low now to Stevenson, who passes off there to Carlos, goes to the hoop. She's going to be fouled.
Mackenzie Winley. Just a little late on that rotation. When the ball goes to the baseline, she has to drop.
Yeah, just caught her out of her peripheral, you know, and made a grab at the ball and drew more skin than leather.
That's what happens when you're not in the right spot and you try to correct it. You always get tagged with a foul.
Yeah, reaching instead of moving your feet. 17-9 on the missed free throw. That one's good. 18-9 now. Biggest lead for Wenatchee. 5 minutes, 53 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A little pressure by Wenatchee now. Trying to turn Big Bend over.
Well, it makes sense because they've been kind of rattled out there, so they turn up the heat. Maddie Williams there with the ball on the wing up top to Sorensen. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Big Bend taking a little too much time now. Pull-up jumper by Winley, no good. Rebound. Wenatchee, they've got a gal all the way by herself and a bucket there for Malcolm.
They're going to get a timeout, Big Bend.
And that's going to put Wenatchee up big, 20-9 with 5 minutes and 22 seconds to go. Thank you. It's a full timeout, so we're going to step away for a commercial break and be back after this.
My family and I were driving our one-day-old son home from the hospital when we got a flat tire. With no spare in our car and nothing but rice fields in sight, we called Les Schwab. When Joe saw us on the side of the road with 2 babies, he insisted he'd drive me and the kids home.
Let's get you home safe.
While my husband waited for the tow truck. In no time, Joe's crew had our tire repaired and wouldn't even accept a tip for a ride home, saying it was
baby's first gift.
I'm Estee Wood, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
Duke, the farther we go in this game, it seems like the behinder the Lady Vikings get. I mean, what do they have to do to get a spark and get this thing turned around here?
The first thing they got to do, Wenatchee scoring obviously on some breakaway layups here.
Yeah.
By turnovers. And if you knock down a couple shots, you can get back on defense, get a little confidence going, and just stop turning the ball over. And silly turnovers, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, unforced errors just take you right out of it, and it kind of just spaces you out in the process. That shot was an error by Wendy. A nice two-game.
Yeah, nice pass
there. Two-person game there, and that's Treasure Farmer with a bucket for Wenatchee. 22-9, Big Bend trailing. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first half. And Williams might have got away with a little extra bunny hop there.
She did hop right there. Got away with it.
It kind of looked just a little bit lost out there, Duke. I'm not trying to be negative here for the home team, but it doesn't seem like they have much of a plan on offense. They're looking for one cutter. If that doesn't work, they're putting up a shot.
Yeah.
So got to kind of...
Their movement, offensive movement, you know, it started out those first couple possessions. They were moving the ball fairly well, and then now it's just kind of went south on them.
And that's a bucket there by Farmer, and you know, Tipping kind of was backing up on that shot. If she would have stood her ground, she might have drawn the charge there.
Yeah.
24-9, Wenatchee up big, and we've got a couple gals on the court here.
It's a big collision there. It looks like
gonna go against Farmer, maybe.
Tipping.
Fouls the Vikings, number 33, Mackenzie
Winley.
I think they got her for a push on a screen.
Yeah, that's a big foul there. I mean, that's her third foul already. We got 4 minutes to go in the half.
Coach Wilkes is going to go to the bench, bring in Rainey Rocket. You know, looking for a spark. Anybody to spark this offense.
Tight defense there by Williams. Nice ball rotation from the Knights. Good defense by Deanna Manning. Nice double team by Tipping. Shot from distance and doesn't touch a thing on that release from Jacobs. Ball goes out of bounds over to Big Bend.
Wide open look, just not a great shot.
Nope, not a good shot.
The clock was running down a little.
24-9, and now Windley going to take a seat. And like you said, Rocket in for the Lady Vikings.
Yeah, Rainy Rocket out of Elmira Cooley Heartline. She can shoot the 3-ball if she has an open look.
That team is doing well this year. They lost their first league game last night to Waterville. Kind of got upset at ACH.
Yes, they did. The ACH boys.
They're rolling.
And they are
17-0.
17-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dallas Isaac, another Isaac, and
there's another
Gabby Isaac for the gals going crazy.
Yep.
24-11, Big Bend trailing with 3 minutes to go. And nice hustle there on the baseline by Tipping. Saves the ball, gets it into Williams' hands. Now back to Shelley. Over to Tipping on the far wing. Manning, pull-up jumper from 18.
Good.
In, rattles around and in.
2 in a row for Manning. Looked like Wenatchee's going to get a timeout.
Well, that's a nice little spurt there, I guess, by Big Ben to get semi back in it. We're going to stay here. It's only a 30-second timeout. So we, exchanged buckets, but Big Ben got the upper hand on one, so they got afforded to a little mini run here. But at least we're seeing them put a couple of balls through the hoop.
Yeah, that's what they got to do. You got to nip away at it slowly. You're not going to get. Right now it's 13-24. You're not going to get 11 points in one possession. First you got to get defensive stops, and then it all starts there. If you don't have the ball, you can't put it in the hole. So defensive stops is where it starts.
Right, so pretty savvy coach really for Wenatchee. Sensed a little bit of a spurt here from Big Ben and called a quick timeout.
She knows her team, and she might not like that 4-0 run.
Yep, yep.
You don't become number 2 in the NWAC for nothing.
There you go, yep. You have talent and good coaching. Steal by Manning, can't quite hang on to the ball, but she does corral it.
Yep, that's one of the defensive stops you have to get.
And Manning thought about the three-pointer, but decided to hand it off here to Williams. 2 minutes to go in the half. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Long distance, no good from Williams. Ball's going to go out of bounds on Tipping, who was hustling definitely on the play. Just went off her and out of bounds.
Yep.
24-13. Wenatchee up with 2 minutes to go in the first half.
It looks like the crowd's filling in a little.
Yeah, neither team having anybody in double figures, so pretty balanced scoring for the Wenatchee club.
Yeah, Wenatchee, they've had it all year long. The leading scorer only averages 12.9, and you have, more with 11 and 10 and 10.
Yep, and there's a little garbage bucket there. Nice on the loose ball. Stevenson puts it up and in. But yeah, the leading scorer right now, there's 2 gals on Wenatchee with 6 points and 3 with 4.
Yeah, that's how they play. They share the ball very well, and they don't care who scores.
26-15 on that bucket by Max Shelley.
Let's see if she can get this going. We've seen her light it up after she gets 1 to go.
That's all it takes on a shooter, man. You just get that first one to roll in. 1:17 to go. Tough defense by Rocket up top there on Stevenson. Pass down. No, that's a travel.
Yeah, that wasn't just a travel. I think that might have been a run.
Yeah, a running start there for sure.
I think she ran that 50 in 2.4 right there.
Speaking of running, they had a half marathon back east. I think it was in Louisiana, and they had some hound dog got in and ran the half.
I saw that.
They're going to rename it the Hound Dog Half Marathon. Just a random runner. That was pretty funny. Manning goes to the court pretty hard there.
Maybe an offensive or a defensive foul on Wenatchee there.
Yeah, and neither team shooting free throws here with 1 minute to go in the first half. Big Ben trying to close the gap here. Down 26-15. A bucket here would be huge.
Yes, it would.
And a stop. Williams up top. Shelley pulls up for 3. No good. Manning trying to keep it alive. And Rocket's going to be whistled for a grab.
Trying to hustle, get a jump ball. She got hit with a foul.
26-15. Lady Vikings trailing with 53 seconds to go in the first half of play here. Johnson.
You look down this Wenatchee Valley Lady Knights roster, and it's anywhere from Washington, Utah, Idaho, Alaska. They're from all over.
Good recruiting.
Yes.
Rebecca Stevenson with another bucket. 8 points for her. She's the leading scorer in the ball game. 28-15. Lady Vikings trailing. 20 seconds to go in the first half, and we got a turnover again, Big Bend.
It'll be interesting to see how many turnovers they have this half.
Well, like you said, it started out clean, but it's gotten kind of sloppy here lately, and that's led to the deficit here for Big Bend. 19 seconds to go in the first half. Near steal there by Manning.
That's not her first. She's been on that pass all night long.
Yeah. Long distance shot and a bucket there. Amazing shot there by Johnson. Got it over Williams, who was clamped down on defense.
Oh.
And they're going to count that bucket by Max Shelley. And that'll keep Big Bend in it. Lady Vikings trail 31-17 at the break. We're going to step away for a commercial break and be back after this.
Hold on.
Whether you're looking for a bigger car to support your growing family, a new truck for your business, or something to pull that toy of yours, we've got you covered at Barry Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Efrata. Come see us today and learn why your family, friends, and neighbors buy their cars at Barry. On Basin Street for more than 35 years, and with locations in Moses Lake and Wenatchee, we are one great place to buy a car. Call or click 754-2411 or barrysaves.com.
So a little bit of a discussion there into the half there to see if the bucket they were going to count there, apparently, Duke. I guess they were deciding whether or not they were going to wave that one off at the end.
There was that point. I think maybe they were going to call a foul on that, too, and they waved it off and just gave her the bucket.
To today's generation.
Well, that's, again, that's going to do it for the first half coverage. 31-17, Big Bend trailing. We'll be back after this.
When the cold rolls in, it's time to turn on the heater and cozy up with a book. But turning up the heat can mean higher electric bills. And for some families in tough times, that could mean choosing between a warm meal or a warm house. For decades, people like you have extended a hand to help local families in need pay those winter electric bills. Share the warmth this winter to help keep your neighbor warm by giving a little when you pay your Grant PUD bill.
Elena Thompson and Kayla Toomey knocked down 12 points each, and Waterville upset Elmira Cooley Heartline 48-39 on the Warriors' home court last night. This one was a back-and-forth contest that had the Shockers up 24-23 at the midway point. Both teams struggled to put points on the board in a low-scoring third quarter that had Waterville holding a 33-29 lead. The Shockers outscored ACH 15-10 over the final 8 minutes to come away with the W. The Warriors' Gabby Isaac hit for a game-high 23 points. It was the first league loss of the season for ACH, which falls at 12-1 in the 1B Central Washington League play standings and 15-2 overall. Elmira Cooley Heartline boys blew past Waterville 59-38 in the second game of the evening. Dallas Isaac drained a game-high 18 points to lead the Warriors to a 17-0 mark on the season. ACH is 12-0 in league play and at the top of the heap in the 1B Northeast standings. The Warriors dominated first half of play up 28-12 at the break. A 17-point third quarter put the home team up by 20. The Shockers hung 22 fourth quarter points on the board to make it respectable. Peyton Nielsen added 10 points and 6 steals for the Warriors. The Zags' Kyle Wilcher was named to the 2016 Oscar Robertson Trophy mid-season list released on Monday. The senior forward is one of 20 finalists chosen for the prestigious honor. Wilcher is having a spectacular season, averaging 21.7 points per game for Gonzaga. He has 13 20-plus scoring efforts, including 4 with 30-plus and 4 double-doubles. Wilcher leads the team with 47 three-pointers and free throw accuracy, draining 86% of his attempts from the charity stripe. He's also second on the team in rebounding with 7 per game. The Oscar Robertson Trophy will be presented at the College Basketball Awards Gala in Oklahoma City, April the 11th at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. We'll be sure and tune in tonight at 6 for live coverage of NWAC basketball as Big Bend takes on Wenatchee in the DeVries Center. The Lady Vikings kick off the action and are looking to snap a 4-game skid. The Running Vikes look to make it 6 wins in a row and keep pace with league-leading Spokane. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Report on a Soap Lake man not allowed to contact a firefighter he allegedly assaulted, and several school districts are looking to renew maintenance and operations levies. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Elmira Cooley Heartline splits games on the hardwood, and the Zags' Kyle Wilcher is an Oscar Robertson Trophy finalist. Here's a quick peek at our Weather Center forecast.
Hi everyone, Cheslin here at the Weather Center. Lots of cloud cover, increasing cloud cover and precipitation from the west to the east, bringing that threat of heavy rainfall. More details for you in just a minute.
I'm Amber Jenks, and we have all this and much more on iFiber One News.
From the iFiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber One News, and it starts now.
A Soap Lake man isn't allowed to contact an Ephrata firefighter he allegedly assaulted. Grant County Superior Court Judge David Estudio approved a prosecution motion for a no-contact order preventing Omar Herrera, a 20-year-old man, from contacting Henry Severin. Severin is the Ephrata firefighter Herrera is accused of assaulting at the scene of a 3-car collision that left 10 people injured, including his parents. Prosecutors charged Herrera with malicious mischief in the 1st degree and assault in the 3rd degree following a December 20th collision on State Route 28. Chief Deputy Prosecutor Alan White stated prosecutors sought the order based on the victim's request. Damage to the Grant County Youth Services building in Ephrata caused by the building sinking in 2014 should be repaired later this year. Reporter Cameron Probert has the details.
Grant County's Youth Services building is likely to be fixed within the year. Roughly 65% of the building sank in early 2014 after a water pipe began leaking underneath the building, causing the soil to settle. The building settled up to 4 inches in some places and caused cracks in the walls, damaged door frames, and displaced ceiling tiles. Spokane-based MJ Takasaki developed a plan to use poles attached to the bedrock to support the building. The poles are going to be used to make the building level and to prevent any further problems from soil settling. Engineers were in the building last week to examine where to place the supports. The county estimated late last year the project would cost as much as $997,000. The county's insurance carrier agreed to pay 65% of the cost of installing the supports. For iFiber One News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
A dispute about the Grant County Democratic Party's building may end with an annual rental fee. The party members agreed to rent the building for between $50 and $75 a year for their meetings. The solution came after party members complained about a $712 charge to use the building. Former Fairgrounds manager Jerry Gingrich asked the party to pay the rent in 2015, stating he believed both parties should pay to use the building except during the Grant County Fair. The party members balked at the charge, telling the commissioners they believed the county and the party agreed to let them use the building without charging rent after the building was constructed in 1995. The agreement could not be found by the county or the Democrats. The county planned to make the same offer of paying $50 to $75 annually to the Republican Party and the Moses Lake Lions Club so they could use the building for their meetings. The party members agreed to discuss the offer. A woman is accused of molesting a family member 14 years ago. Prosecutors charged Abigail Morris, a 39-year-old Ephrata resident in Grant County Superior Court, with child molestation in the first degree and incest in second degree. The family member allegedly lived with Morris at the time of the molestation. He alleged Morris touched him inappropriately and had him touch her inappropriately. According to Ephrata police, the molestation reportedly occurred when he was 5 years old. He reportedly told police about the molestation because he was afraid for other family members still living with Morris. According to court records, the other family members deny any sexual abuse. Morris has not been appointed a defense attorney. Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be right back after this.
So, Duke, 31-17 here at the break. Big Bend in a little bit of trouble here. I mean, they're not shooting the ball well. They kind of come apart here towards the end of the half. And what do they got to do to try to refocus and get back in this?
You know, I tell you, they've struggled all year long shooting the ball from the three-point line and two. And, you know, tonight they're 1 of 11 from the three-point line at 9%. And they're only shooting 36% from the two-point range. And that's struggling, and it's continuous. And I think you can look at the motions of them, you can see they're not hitting their shots. They slowly just taper down, and it looks like it's affecting them. If they could get a couple shots to fall, I think they'd be right there.
Yeah, and that's what's going to take. And unfortunately, not shooting the ball well and probably not going to end up with a good shooting percentage tonight, but you have to keep putting the ball up or you don't have a chance of it falling through the hoop.
Yeah, old coach in high school told me the ball's never up, it's never in.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's true. And the turnovers are the other thing. They're giving Wenatchee too many opportunities to, you know, they're just capitalizing on their turnovers. And you can't do that if you're trying to claw back into a game.
Right, and then, like you said, they got off to a decent start and just got a little sloppy and things got away from them, you know, towards the latter part of the first half. So hopefully they'll be able to clean that up. You know, Coach Wilkes, get them refocused, and they'll come out with a purpose here in the second half.
And we've seen that before. They were down big against CBC.
Yep.
And they came down in that third quarter, and they were on fire and made a game of it.
Right.
And they had a chance to win that game at the end.
All right, well, we're going to see if Big Bend has what it takes to get back in this ball game in the second half. We're going to step away for a commercial break and be back after this.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
To save some energy, I've used Einstein's mass energy equivalents to design the haptic suits you see in front of you. They will maintain our core body temperature while we completely turn off our heat and air conditioning. With the money we save on our Grant PUD bill, I'll be expecting that trip to Disneyland this year.
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care.
With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of these many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
When the cold rolls in, it's time to turn on the heater and cozy up with a book. But turning up the heat can mean higher electric bills. And for some families in tough times, that could mean choosing between a warm meal or a warm house. For decades, people like you have extended a hand to help local families in need pay those winter electric bills. Share the warmth this winter to help keep your neighbor warm by giving a little when you pay your Grant PUD bill.
So Duke, just about ready to start the second half of play here. We got about a minute before we get things going, and again, Big Bend down by 14, and they got to come out right away, I think, and make a statement here, get a couple buckets and a stop to get back in it.
They do, you know. Way back in the playing days and the coaching days, I learned, and especially in the college days, coaches would always say it's the first 3 minutes of the second half. You know, it's a 17-31 game right now. And you can either come out and score the first 6 and make it a game, or if they come out and score the first 6, I mean, you're down 20 and, you know, you can turn out the lights almost because all momentum is going to be shot.
Right, so that's definitely something that Big Ben has to guard against, you know, and a little complacency even here, you know, because you can take so many punches before you just kind of fold your legs a little bit. So they got to get it going here.
We'll see what Coach Wilkes had to say at halftime and see how the girls respond.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see him make a big push here to start things off and try to get back in this. So just about ready here. Start of the second half of the contest, and that'll be Wenatchee bringing the ball in to start the action. And that's Johnson with the ball to Farmer. Johnson, we saw her knock down 3 of 5 shots from long distance in the first half. And a nice second effort there by Carlos to get the ball back up top. And Wenatchee reloads. 31-17. Knights, and ball goes off the foot of Carlos, and
there's the turnover you need.
Yep. Windley with the ball. Now let's see if they can turn it into points here. Shelley. Windley to tipping now. Ball up top to Mitchell. She's barking out the signal. And making a move to the hoop, off the glass and in.
That's a nice looking move right there. You got a bucket. You got a stop and a bucket. And you get 2 more of those, you got another game.
Yeah, that's exactly how they needed to start this this second half. So gets him within 12 here, down 31-19. 8 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the third quarter. Nice defensive effort there by the Lady Vikings. And a miscue, almost out of bounds there.
Yep, almost another turnover. That's what they needed.
5 seconds on the shot clock, and a long distance offering there from Johnson, no good. Rebound tipping.
Yep, another stop. Let's see if they can get a bucket here and make a new game of this.
Exactly what they needed. There's Shelley calling out the play. Driving to the hoop. Got a foul call on the play.
Go against Wenatchee.
Yeah.
That's a great screen set by Windley and got knocked over there.
Yeah, she even went to the floor pretty hard, but rewarded for her effort as the foul was called. It's going to be Shelley throwing it in from the baseline, gets it to tipping. Turnaround jumper, no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Rebecca Stevenson again.
Fouls on the Knights, number 44, Rebecca Stevenson, her second.
See if she can make these count. She can cut it to a 10-point game, Bob.
Yeah, that'd be huge here.
And how ugly that first half was, you're thinking right now it could be 10.
And that one's a little long off the back of the rim.
It still can be 10 if you get 2 for this free throw.
All right, yeah, you get a missed bucket, a missed free throw, and a rebound and a putback. All right, so there's 2 free throws that did not go in.
Yeah, they are 0 for 4 at the free throw line tonight.
That's not good. 31-19. Running Vikes trail. Wenatchee moving the ball around, trying to get it down low, and there's going to be a whistle and a push in the back from Tipping, I believe.
I think so. Yes, that's who they got.
Her second.
Tipping's second foul of the contest. Pass. Inbounds in the shot, kind of a wild shot there by Stevenson, and Tipping with the rebound. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of Carlos. Good hustle there trying to run down that thing.
Yeah. I mean, Big Ben's still in this. Wenatchee has not scored yet.
Yeah, another bucket here would be pretty large, and there's a turnover. And that's Drew Carlos with the drive and the bucket as it hangs on the rim and falls through.
That's a 4-point swing right there. You know, you could get a bucket. Well, you missed the 2 free throws. That was 2 right there also.
Yeah, that's tough. Puts him down now again by 14, 33-19, Wenatchee.
There she is. Nice pass.
Yeah. Back up to Mitchell, launches a three-pointer, no good. Follows her shot, but can't get the ball. Jacobs comes away with it. Long distance pass intercepted by Winley.
That's great hustle by Winley to get back.
Max Shelley with the ball. She looks like she wants to shoot, but she passes off to Tipping. Little hard off the rim, no good. Good hustle by Manning, but the ball goes off her and out of bounds.
That was a great pass by Shelley.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tipping.
That's a wide open layup you just missed, and you missed 2 free throws.
Yeah.
I mean, you're at 10-point game right there.
And we'll see if they can make another stop here. Long pass there from Stevenson to Drew Carlos, who found her way to a bucket. Yep. 35-19 Wenatchee. Shelley with the ball, screen from Sorensen. Goes down to the floor, maintains her dribble, but the ball's going to go out of bounds. Luckily, off of Wenatchee.
Yeah, they got a break there.
So Shelley will throw it in for the Lady Vikings. 16 on the shot clock, gets it into Sorensen. Up to Manning, pulls up from the free throw line. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound, Malcolm. So Johnson with the ball. On the wing to Jacobs. To Carlos. Nice defense up top by Mitchell. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Pass down low. They work the ball really well.
They do.
And a steal there by Shelley. Got Manning out front. Goes to Mitchell instead across court, who pulls up. Thought it was a shot, but dished it off to Tipping. She launches a 3, no good. Carlos with the rebound.
That's a great rebound in traffic right there.
Yeah, she said she's the number 8 rebounder in the league, is she?
Yeah, she is. I don't know how many she has tonight, but she was the top 20. I believe she was the number 9 rebounder in the league.
Yeah.
At 10.5 a game.
Yeah, that's pretty big. 35-19, Wenatchee. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Stevenson with the reverse layup, no good on pressure defense by Tipping. Shelley with the ball for the Lady Vikings. Stop, jump, pop, no good. Gets a rebound, reverse layup and in.
Yep. She stuck with it there and didn't give up on it.
Yeah, that's good. Good effort there by Shelley. 35-21. We're going to have a timeout there by Wenatchee. Looks like a 30-second.
Yeah.
I think we'll just stay here, Duke. Couple of little mini runs by both teams, but each time Big Ben gets a little closer, they turn the ball over, and then Wenatchee adds to their lead, and now it's back up to 14 points here.
Yeah, you know, they got to stay consistent on it. They missed the 2 free throws. They missed a layup at the beginning. You know, they turned the ball over. You know, they have a chance to make these runs, and they're just not hitting the shots, hitting the free throws either, and then they turn the ball over, and then Wenatchee goes back on a little run.
Well, there's still plenty of time, but, they got to find a way to get on the same page. It just doesn't seem like they're working as a cohesive unit out there at this moment. 35-21, Big Ben trailing 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Yeah, that's what it is here, third quarter. That's the ticket.
Yeah, different from the men's halves,
Nice pass down to Carlos. She can't convert, but turnaround jumper, no good. And she runs down her own rebound. Great hustle out there.
Yeah.
And an offering there by Malcolm. Good defense there by Winley, and the ball's going to go over to Big Bend.
Yeah, that's good hustle by Wenatchee, though.
Really, yeah. Second and third chances there.
They just want it more. Looks like right there.
You can tell they're hungry. They want to keep that roll going. They've won 5 in a row. And they're looking to add to that for sure. They're looking.
Inadvertent whistle there.
Hiccup by the ref.
Yeah, might have swallowed his whistle there.
35-21. Wenatchee, 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Shelley with the ball. Manning up top. Over to Mitchell in front of the Big Bend bench. Tipping down low to Manning. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound and a putback by Tipping. They're going to count that.
Wow. No, that's a great hustle, but I think she got away with one.
Yeah, a little over the back there.
I think so. Yeah.
A lot of traffic down low, but definitely Big Bend will take the bucket.
You know, you got to be with her on that, though. I mean, they're down that much. You got to be aggressive.
Yep.
You got to go for the ball.
Yep, converts the free throw for the three-point play. 35-24. Wenatchee, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Laura Johnson. Oh, Shayla Johnson thought about the long-distance shot. Laura offers it up, no good, though.
Rebound Manning.
Yep, she's there every time. Manning with the ball, or excuse me, Shelley with the ball. Dishes off to Mitchell, no good. Rebound and a put back by Tipping is.
They cut that lead to 9, Bob.
She's working hard down there in the paint, Duke.
Yep.
Really, the last couple times down, been instrumental for Big Bend. Long distance shot, nothing but cord from Shayla Johnson.
Nice looking shot.
38-26.
Shayla Johnson
Wenatchee.
all the way from Nome, Alaska.
That is a ways from home. Here's Shelley with the three-pointer, no good off the front of the rim. Mitchell with the rebound.
Nobody's guarding her. She's going back up.
And Mitchell goes hard to the floor, looks around, hoping for a call. Doesn't get it. 38-26. Running Vikes. Sneaking back in this one a little bit. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Carlos back up top to Laura. Lauren Johnson, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Big Bend will have possession.
Yeah, you know, they cut that thing to 9 again, and they were right back in there.
Number 32.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if they can keep that thing within 9 to start the fourth quarter, you know, you think you got a shot.
Yeah, you definitely want to get it under double digits. They got a couple minutes here to do that, and need a bucket and a couple of stops for sure. Not a good pass up top, but it's going to draw a foul. That's going to go against Treasure Farmer.
How do you like that name, Bob? Treasure Farmer.
Well, I had an interesting conversation with a guy at work today about that name when I first saw it on the roster, and I'm thinking, why would somebody's parents do that to a kid?
She comes out of a winning Northwest Christian.
Yeah. But she's a ball player out there, looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Manning. Traffic in the paint. Dishes it off for a three ball, no good there by Mitchell. Malcolm keeps the ball alive, offers up a shot. She's going to be fouled, and take your pick on that one, Duke.
And we just got knocked with a technical too, Bob.
Did it go against Tipping?
McKenna Mitchell.
So the foul goes against Tipping, and the technical
Third technical foul on the Vikings, number 5.
against Mitchell. We're going to see a couple of two or three shots here from the free throw line and a ball.
We were also talking about this was, you could see the frustration start when shots aren't falling, and you could see their body language, and
yep.
Right there, a little frustration's coming out.
Yeah, and it really does you no good. I mean, it's expounded energy that you could channel in another direction.
Yeah, you know, there's once in a while it goes the other way, and if no one can light a spark in it, maybe she's trying, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what was said or what she done, but obviously something was said.
So we've knocked down the free throws there on the technical. Interesting that they shot the technical first. I thought they'd shoot the free throws first, technical,
Well,
and then award the ball out of bounds.
That might have changed, though, now. That I think they'll shoot the technical, and I don't know if they get the ball out of bounds. That used to be you shoot the foul,
yeah,
you shoot the technicals, and you get the ball out.
Yeah, yep.
Well, now I don't believe you get the ball out of bounds.
But that's what it looks like because they're shooting free throws. It's just going to come right back over to big. So, yeah, a lot of rules I guess we got to
one of them changing rules.
Get up on for the next season for sure. So, gets 3 of 4 free throws, does Malcolm. 40-26. Wenatchee with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Williams with the ball up top to Shelley. Makes a move to the paint, kicks it back out to Manning, no good. Winley with the rebound, gets it to Williams for a 3-point ball, no good. Good hustle by Winley to run the ball down, but then it goes off her leg and out of bounds.
Great hustle, though, by Winley. She's would have had a second chance there, so you can't deny the effort.
No. 1:48 to go in the third quarter. Big Ben in a big hole, 40-26. Nice pass down low there by Johnson and a bucket from Carlos.
Yes. Oh. Oh, they got a timeout before they got the travel.
A quick timeout by Coach Wilkes there. We're going to take a quick break ourselves and be right back after this.
In the beginning, I surprised you. I really worried about what you were going to do with me. Oh, Mommy, your little love finger pokes. They really tickle me. I am so happy you decided to keep me. I love you, Mommy.
If you find yourself in an unplanned pregnancy, please call Crossroads Pregnancy Resource Centers. They listen, they understand, and they care.
1:29 to go in the third quarter. Big Ben trailing 42-26. And that'll be Maddie Williams throwing the ball in for the Lady Vikings. Max Shelley over to Rennie Rocket, who just came into the ball game. Looking for some offense probably. She's a long distance shooter for the Lady Vikings, who got a whistle going against Wenatchee.
That's her 5th, so she'll be at the line.
15 foul now for the Knights. So Mackenzie Winley on the line.
See if we can make these count.
Definitely need them. That's a good one.
Yep.
How you doing, Ray? She gets the first one, 42-27. Wenatchee. Can't get the second one to go, but nice rebound there by Tipping.
She kept it alive.
Definitely. Max Shelley with the ball. Winley. Williams down low to Tipping. Almost threw it away. Winley able to run the ball down up top to Williams. 15 seconds on the shot clock. A minute on the game clock. Rocket with the ball over by the Big Ben bench. All the way over here to Shelley for 3. No good. Nice effort there, but can't come away with the ball. Is Tipping. Long pass down court, and a bucket there by Shayla Johnson.
Yeah, that's a tough break. All those opportunities for Big Ben there, and they come up empty.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Good hustle, but just can't get the ball to go through the hoop. 44-27, Wenatchee. 30 seconds to go in the third. Williams almost walked with the ball, pulls up for a 3, no good. Tipping, nice hustle, can't come away with the ball, but Talissa Swan does for Wenatchee. 18 seconds to go, shot clock off. And the Knights will probably hold this one for the last possession, last shot of the ball game, or the quarter here. Long distance shot is good by Adrian Horn.
Yeah.
And that puts Wenatchee up by their biggest lead of the contest, 47-27 as we head in to the final quarter. We're going to step away for a quick break and be right back.
At Les Schwab, along with great prices, our tires come with the kind of protection most other places just don't give you. Which includes free flat repairs, equal value replacements, pre-trip safety checks, and more for the entire life of the tire. With the other guys, you just never know. So why is free protection on your tires a good thing?
Lifetime protection. That's our best tire value promise. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
You hear me a little better?
Boy, Duke, you know, 47-27 ball game here as we head into the final 10 minutes, and Big Ben's got a lot of ground to make up.
You know, they do. They had a chance there with 1 minute and 10 or 12 left. You know, they could have cut it. It was 14, and they had the ball. They could have cut it down and turned the ball over. Now it's a 20-point game. And that last shot by Wenatchee, that 3-ball, you could just see the heads of Big Ben fall.
Yeah, kind of just took the winds out of the sails there, but they had it at one point at 9.
They did cut it to 9 in that third quarter.
I think 26-35 or something, but then, yeah, a couple of unforced errors, or unforced turnovers,
Yep.
and missed a few shots and some putbacks, and 20-point spread now for the Knights. And Big Ben just looks tired. They look tired out there.
They do. They look exhausted.
Shelley now throws into Williams. And back to Shelley. And defense way up top for Wenatchee. Turnaround jumper no good by Winley. That's going to be Jillian Jacobs with the rebound. Long distance pass and a kiss off the glass. And bucket is good for Shayla Johnson. That's her 7th point of the ball game.
Yeah, she's a nice little guard out there.
49-27, long distance shot from Rocket, no good. Shelley, nice hustle to get the ball to bounce off the Wenatchee defender and out of bounds.
Yep, great hustle, give him another possession.
49-27, Big Ben trailing, 9 minutes to go in the ball game. 3-point shot by Winley, no good. Tipping tries to tap the ball to Rocket, and Jacobs intercepts it. And that is Lauren Johnson now with the ball. Screen by Carlo. She takes advantage of it. Oh, and cannot get the ball to roll in.
And she's left-handed. Off the left-handed side, she missed that layup.
Yeah, spun out. Williams with the long distance shot, no good. Rebound Johnson. To the other Johnson, pulls up and gets a bucket. Shayla Johnson on the 2-pointer.
She's got a Wenatchee timeout here.
Yeah, that's going to be a 30-second timeout. We're going to step away for a quick break with Wenatchee up 51-27.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
(51-27), Big Ben trailing as we head into the final quarter here at the DeVries Center. Got another ball game coming up afterwards as the running Vikes going to put their 5-0 record on the line. And there's a bucket by Rocket.
She got a nice screen out there and took advantage of it.
51-29, Wenatchee. 8 minutes to go. Yeah, we're going to see a high-scoring affair, I think, in this next one.
I think so. They are the running Vikes, and they put some points on the board.
I think they're averaging pretty close to 90 points a ball game, if not that.
Yeah.
And Shelley can't get the ball to go in on the layup there, and trying to remember her first name. Shayla Johnson trying to drive the charge there, but didn't get the whistle. 51-29. Wenatchee, just under 8 minutes to go. Yeah, the running Vikes averaging 96 points a ball game.
Yeah.
Giving up 83.
They have been on a tear. You know, they play to outscore the other team.
There's a big collision down there with Adrian Horn going to the court pretty hard, but she ran right into Mariah Tipping.
You know, talking about the running Vikes, they have so much offensive firepower. They can give up some points. They know they can outscore anybody.
Yeah,
you know, that's the
the
good
deal.
thing. It's not like you give up some points, you struggle to get them back.
Right.
You know, like the women here tonight. You know, if you give up too many points, they struggle scoring.
Right.
Well, Big Bend on the other half, the Vikings for the men, they don't struggle scoring.
Yeah, and they put up a lot of shots for sure. I mean, you got. Last game, I think, there against Walla Walla, they had 5 guys in double figures.
They did. 5 guys in double figures.
And it's like somebody different each time out. I mean, it was Keyshawn Liggins, I think, had 20 points. And you know, he had a tough go the last time we were here. So
yeah, he hasn't played great offensively here at home, but away he's done fairly well.
Yep. So we got a foul there on Adrian Horn for the Wenatchee team, her second of the ball game. 51-29, Big Bend trails. 7 minutes to go. Rocket for 3. She gets that one.
Yeah. If you give her room, she can knock down a 3.
51-32. Wenatchee, just under 7 minutes to go. Shayla Johnson off the glass and in.
I tell you what, she's a nice little guard.
Boy, and she likes to get it high off the glass there.
Yeah, she does. She's only 5'7", and she does her job.
53-32, Wenatchee. Hanson down low, turnaround spin move, no good there by Tipping, but good looking shot, just couldn't get it to go in. Shayla Johnson in the corner to Horn. No good off the front of the rim. Hanson with the rebound. Looking for Shelley on the wing. Bounce pass. We're going to have a foul on that shot.
Rebecca Stevenson again.
Fouls the Knights, number 44.
She makes those fouls count.
Yeah, you have to. You know, there's not going to be any 3-point. You know, you're not going to get an and one.
Yeah, yep. And it's not going to be just a little touch.
Yeah, you know, you see that a lot where they try to avoid the foul and you give up a lot of and ones, you know.
Yep. First free throw is good by Shelley. Just her 7th point of the ball game. She is one of the leading scorers for Big Bend, and 6 minutes to go, not close to double figures. Second one, no good. Rebound, Carlos. 53-33. We got a timeout on the court.
Timeout, Knights.
Full timeout.
It's going to be a full timeout for Wenatchee. We're going to step away with the Knights up big, 53-33. We'll be back after this.
When the cold rolls in, it's time to turn on the heater and cozy up with a book. But turning up the heat can mean higher electric bills. And for some families in tough times, that could mean choosing between a warm meal or a warm house. For decades, people like you have extended a hand to help local families in need pay those winter electric bills. Share the warmth this winter to help keep your neighbor warm by giving a little when you pay your Grant PUD bill.
To save some energy, I've used Einstein's mass energy equivalents to design the haptic suits you see in front of you. They will maintain our core body temperature while we completely turn off our heat and air conditioning. With the money we save on our Grant PUD bill, I'll be expecting that trip to Disneyland this year.
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
I'm there.
53-33. Wenatchee up large, Duke. 6 minutes to go. You know, it's going to take everything that Big Ben has to try to get back in this one.
I think you're going to see some threes start flying here. That's the only chance they have to get back into this thing. And, you know, they haven't shot the three ball well for quite a few games. But they got to let them fly because, you know, they're down 20. You've only got 33 points in 3.5 quarters.
Yeah. You definitely have to get it going. I'm not quite sure what the lull is here at the scorer's table. I mean, Big Bend doesn't seem to be bothered by the 20-point deficit. They're all smiles on the bench over there. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but
yeah, I don't know what's going on with the delay here.
Yeah.
It's not that they're checking a replay or anything at community college level.
No, not at all. It's something to do with the clock. We may have the replay, but yeah. They don't. So, you know, we're going to step away for a 30-second commercial break and be right back.
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
So the communication there at the scorer's table apparently had to do with the timeouts, trying to get those straightened out. And then we had a bucket by Wenatchee while we were away. 55-33. The Knights up with 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the ball game. Max Shelley making a move in the paint, dishes off to Tipping, who cannot get the ball to roll from 6 feet.
I tell you, that was a great pass, though, too.
That's a great pass.
You got to finish.
55-33, 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this one. And a nice defensive effort there to cut off Johnson on the way to the hoop was Shelley. Rebound, Hansen on the miss. Looking to run, but can't get anybody to go with it. Long distance shot in and out from 3-point range. Rebound Stevenson all the way down court. And a bucket there from Carly Malcolm.
Carly Malcolm out of Ellensburg.
Having a decent game. She's got 8 points. 57-33, 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go in this one, and Big Ben just has to start lighting it up here.
They do. They got to get something to start falling.
Now they're taking way too much time off the clock. That's a two-pointer, no good by Shelley. Rebound and a putback from Tipping is. Stevenson looking for a call there.
Yeah, she's talking to the ref there a little bit. And
felt like Tipping crawled up her back there, probably.
I think she had a good reason.
Yeah, 57-35, Big Ben trailing. Johnson for long distance, in and out, no good. Rebound's gonna go off. Rocket out of bounds.
We have a swarm of subs coming in now.
Number 10, Brent Bowers.
Couple of Lady Vikings in and a whole new crew almost out there for Wenatchee.
Yeah.
57-35. Knights, 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Passing to Carlos. Good defensive effort there by Bryn Bowers to knock the ball away. It goes out of bounds, and Wenatchee maintains possession.
Yeah, you know, Wenatchee still has some of their key players in there, and you know, you question yourself with 4 minutes to go, you know, being number 2 in the NWAC. injuries.
Yeah, oh yeah, and there's
like, for example, right
there. Right there, yeah, with Jacobs going into the floor pretty hard. But yeah, you're right. I'm sure Coach Getz probably wants to, keep him in there for a couple more minutes. Make sure Big Ben doesn't make some kind of a late run. But
yeah.
Pretty smart, though, would be to take him out here in the latter part of the ball game. Nice dish off there, but too hard to handle. It's the pass there from Jacobs. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line, no good by Carlos. Hansen with the ball. Step back by Lotz, but she traveled.
Yeah. First time we've seen Mackenzie Lott in.
Yeah. 57-35. This one's all but over, folks, unfortunately, for the Lady Vikings with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the ball game. It's really been all Wenatchee here. Kick ball, Manning should reset the shot clock here.
It don't look like they
don't
are
look like going, yeah. But that's what usually happens on a kickball. Not this time.
Oh.
Foul going against Hansen.
Yeah.
Fouls the Vikings, number 22, Leilani Hansen, her third.
Her third whistle of the ball game. Third team foul for the Lady Vikings in this quarter. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go. 57-35. Wenatchee. Another foul on Big Ben. This one's going against. No, is that an offensive foul?
Fouls the Vikings, number 32. Deanna
no, it did go against Manning.
Deanna Manning thought it was.
Yeah, she was open.
Yeah, she thought it was a push-off.
Her second foul. Long distance shot, no good. Rebound.
That's Carlos.
Carlos, yeah.
One of the top rebounders in the NWAC.
She's got to have at least a dozen here tonight.
She's rebounded well the second half.
Jacobs going to throw the ball in off the baseline, gets it to Farmer. Shot offered up. She's going to be fouled by Manning.
Shooting free throws now.
Manning, her third.
Third foul of the ball game, but yep. Puts them in the bonus now, so 2 minutes, 59 seconds to go in this one. Farmer makes the first one.
So balanced by looking up at the scoreboard up there. You know, so many, they all score for Wenatchee.
Yeah, and again, I don't think there's anybody in double figures. Not at least the players that are in. The only person that can be close to that would probably be Stevenson, you'd think.
Well, I think that...
or maybe one of the Johnson gals.
Yeah, was it Shayla Johnson, the little guard from Nome. She may be in double figures.
Yeah, she does have 11. I can see that on the board now. There's a foul down low. The only person in double figures in this ball game.
Yeah. You know, Wenatchee's averaging 70-something. Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
I think it's 69 points a ball game, somewhere right in there. 69, almost 70.
I guess they'll come close to that maybe. If depends what they want to do here at the end.
Free throw no good there by Bowers. 59-35. Wenatchee.
In for the Vikings, number 13, Nelly Kornichuk. Number 21, Brooks Sorensen.
Brooks Sorensen in for the first time tonight, I believe.
Yeah, Kornichuk's in for the second time tonight. She had a few minutes in the first quarter there, I believe.
A near lane violation there by Jacobs. The free throw is good. 59-36. Wenatchee up. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. A long distance shot, no good there by Shayla Johnson. Hansen with the ball for Big Ben. Trying to make a pass down low, and that's knocked away by Talissa Swan.
Yeah. Big Ben retained possession. $2 minutes, 23 seconds to go in this one, folks.
And it's looking like it's going to be the 5th loss in the regular season for Big Bend in league play.
Yes.
Nelly Kornichuk for 2.
Nelly comes up with a bucket.
And they're going to fall to 7-15 overall, Big Bend. Yeah, Kornichuk with the bucket, 59-38. Wenatchee, 2 minutes to go. And we got a whistle going against Big Bend.
I think Big Bend's going to fall to 1-5 in league play.
Well, yeah, 1-5 in league and 7-15 overall, and
yeah,
going in the wrong direction. And now again, you can see fatigue is set in for some odd reason. They should be in shape out there, but you know they're grabbing again late, fouls late, sending Wenatchee to the line, and you know it does no good there. And Wenatchee gets both of their free throws. 60-38. Knights. Under 2 minutes to go. Kornichuk. Hansen with the ball. Pulls up. No good. Oh, it bounces in. Holy cow. Nice.
Little shooter roll. Right
Bounce it around. Yep. 60-40. Running the Lady Vikings trailing. Running Vikes up next. Carlos with the bucket. Nice strong move to the hoop there.
Yeah, she's got to be close to double figures.
Yeah, they don't have her number on the board, so I couldn't tell you how many points she has, but that's Sorensen with a bucket, her first 2 of the night. 62-42, we're going to have a timeout here. Knights, interesting, with a minute to go.
Their last timeout she called.
Yeah, you got one, you might as well use it, huh? It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to step away for a commercial break and be back after this.
Whether you're looking for a bigger car to support your growing family, a new truck for your business, or something to pull that toy of yours, we've got you covered at Barry Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Friday. Come see us today and learn why your family, friends, and neighbors buy their cars at Barry. On Basin Street for more than 35 years, and with locations in Moses Lake and Wenatchee, we are one great place to buy a car. Call or click 754-2411 or barrysaves.com.
A minute 9 to go in the ball game, Duke. Big Bend trailing by 20, 62-42.
Yeah, looks like Wenatchee called that timeout. And I think she pretty much emptied her bench now. Got all the subs in. Most of the starters are out.
Yeah, well, you got to feel you pretty much got this one in the bag, up 20 with a minute to go.
Yeah. You know,
so
got her starters out of there and just let the last minute 9 run here.
So Wenatchee inbounds the ball. That's Farmer, guarded by Hansen. And the shot no good. And we got a rebound there by Bryn Bowers. Hansen pushing the ball up for the Lady Vikings. And ball goes off of Lotz and out of bounds. Excuse me. 53 seconds to go, 62-42. Wenatchee.
Under a minute.
Farmer with the ball. And just going to try to run some more time off the clock here. 12 seconds on the shot clock, 33 on the game clock. Farmer with a tough shot off the glass and in.
Great shot with her left hand.
That's her 8th point of the ball game, 64-42. 22 seconds to go. And this one's all but over here. Hansen with the offering no good. Put back no good. Rebound Wenatchee. And that's Taylor Redmond with the ball. Farmer now 6 seconds, 5, 4 seconds. This one's over. Wenatchee gonna win big, 64-42. And that'll do it for our first contest here tonight at the DeVries Center. We got another one coming up in about 20 minutes. We're going to step away for a commercial break and be back with the post-game wrap-up.
They're down there by the train.
Our spotlight story tonight is about the Soap Lake School District's proposed maintenance and operations levy to replace an expiring levy from 2012. Reporter Devin Higgins has the details.
The Soap Lake School District is asking Grant County voters to renew their 4-year maintenance and operations levy on February 9th. Like most rural school districts, the levy is an essential part of how the district receives funding, and officials are hard at work talking to residents about what it means for them and their kids. The levy is not a new tax, but is instead a replacement for the outgoing levy, which voters approved in 2012. The district would receive between $800,000 and $860,000 per year through 2020 for a total of more than $3.3 million. In addition to the voter-approved funds, Soap Lake would qualify for about $1 million in matching state funds over the same 4-year span. Altogether, they make up about 20% of the district's annual budget of $5.9 million. In order to receive the state equalization funds, however, the M&O levy must be approved through a simple majority of 50% plus 1 vote. Funds from the levy cover a wide range of expenses for the district, including improving and maintaining facilities, extracurricular and athletic program funding, food and nutrition programs, technology and safety upgrades, and more. Soap Lake homeowners will see a yearly tax burden of about $4.68 per $1,000 of assessed property value through 2020 if they approve the levy. On a $100,000 home, that breaks down to about 39 cents per month. Along with the M&O levy, the school district is asking for a smaller 2-year transportation levy. If approved, Soap Lake would receive an additional $232,000 through 2018 for the purchase of 2 new buses, which are replacing older models. Homeowners would pay about 64 cents per year on their property for the next 2 years if it was approved. Superintendent Dan McDonald talked about how important the levy is to the district and what students and faculty have been able to accomplish with the money it provides them.
You know, the critical piece is that the levy is another piece to the puzzle for education, especially and now where money is tight in the sense of things cost more, there's more things, obligations that the state puts on, federal government puts on. So more than ever, the maintenance and operational levies are very important because you use those dollars that you receive from taxes to keep class size small, to help repair, maintenance, your facilities, your buses. So those dollars you need to constantly look at and make sure that when you're doing things for kids and for your staff, that you have a good facilities and it's safe and it helps build a good culture. One of the things that we've been doing for the last 6 years is pushing for improving our academics, improving our culture, making sure that people understand why education is important. This M&O levy is important to us because it helps us maintain a consistency with what we're trying to accomplish and the vision we have that kids have the skills they need to be competent, successful citizens and community members within our structure here.
Soap Lake is one of 4 Grant County school districts seeking a renewal of their maintenance and operations levy in 2016. In Soap Lake, Devin Higgins for iFiber 1 News.
We'll be right back after this.
Well, Duke, certainly wasn't the desired outcome here this evening in the first game for the Lady Vikings as they go down big, 64-42 to Wenatchee.
Yeah, you know, their shooting woes continue as we see tonight. You know, they shoot 36% for the game and 8% from the three-point line. And that's just not going to get it done, you know. 15 turnovers again to go with that. And when you're struggling shooting, you got to protect the ball. And when you don't do either one of them, it's a long night.
Well, yeah, and you know, things started off fairly well, but then you know, the turnovers, the miscues, you know, Gal's not on the same page. You can really see him struggle out here tonight, even a little bit more than really we've seen, you know, in some of the other games. I mean, they've got down big, you know, the first half of some of the other games, but we're able to come back and make a game of most of them. But this one just flat out looked like they were flat and just didn't have what they needed tonight.
Yeah, we've seen that. The last game against Columbia Basin, they were down big, and they fought back. And they were right there at the end and had a chance to win it. And tonight there was just no fight. You know, they were down early, and they stayed down early. You know, they cut it to 9 one time, and that was as close as they got.
Well, you can definitely see the difference in the teams that are really on the different end of the spectrum here. You know, Big Bend now loses their 4th game in a row, I think it is now, to go to 5 in a row now. They're
1-5.
1-5 in conference league play. Wenatchee moves to 6-0, so they're on their game. And I mean, we saw a pretty good performance out here and some balanced scoring from Wenatchee. And what was her name? Carlos.
Drew Carlos.
Yeah, Drew Carlos had a great game for.
She's very athletic. You know, she's one of the leading rebounders in the NWAC, and she had a double-double tonight with 14 points and 11 rebounds. And you know, her running mate, a little Shayla Johnson.
Shayla Johnson.
She had 11 tonight for Wenatchee, and you know, that all around, you know, it was a well-rounded scoring game for Wenatchee.
And no one in double figures for Big Bend at all. I think had 2 gals with 7 points leading the way, and that's just really unacceptable.
Yeah, Max Shelley and Deanna Manning had 7 apiece, and that's as far as it goes. You know, their shooting woes continue, and they need to really get that turned around.
Yeah, and they've got some work cut out for them for sure. And you know, knowing Coach Wilkes, and you know him pretty good, this can't sit well with him, and you know he'll have a few things to say and make a few adjustments and get back out there and put a competitive team on the court next ball game.
Yeah, you have to. You know, you can't sit back and worry about the past. I mean, you're going to play everybody again, you know, and you can turn it around, and anything can happen. And you got to keep the spirits up and make them believe they can win.
Well, that's going to do it for our coverage of our first game here as the Lady Vikings go down big 64-42 to Wenatchee. But stick around because we got the Running Vikes coming up in about 20 minutes. So we're going to step away and we'll be back for the second game of the evening.
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
Hi everyone, I'm Christy Goranson and welcome to Washington Grown. It's a given that every holiday we end up with massive amounts of leftover food that needs to be repurposed. But a lot of people don't know that the farmers in our state are also reusing products and even water. In this episode, we're talking all about leftovers.
We'll head to Fair Start in Seattle to use the classic holiday leftovers, mashed potatoes, and make some salmon cakes.
Who knew that leftovers could be so decadent?
Then we'll chat about the great Missoula floods and see how they left us with some beautiful landscape and impacted Washington agriculture.
I grew up in Washington and I had no idea this was here.
And we'll see how farmers all across our state are reusing leftover irrigation water to conserve while staying efficient. All that and much more on Washington Grown.
Oh! Are you ready to cook me up?
Okay, I don't have the hang of this. So this is where we get our water. Cheers.
Hopefully they won't eat my shoelaces.
Today, I'm at Fair Start in Seattle. While locals know it as a great lunch